So what do we do whenever Crystal's not here? It's like I feel lost. That's our fearless leader.
I'm just proud of her for once putting her phone on Do Not Disturb. And did you see she put an away message on her email?
I know. Shout out to you, Crystal. Well deserved.
Well deserved.
Because I definitely tried to email you and it came back.
I'm so
not
proud
here.
of her.
Can someone show me how to do that?
I don't know how to do it, honestly. I just don't respond.
I don't think it can work for me.
No.
I have
It's
to.
not how it
literally
works.
every time.
Vacation days
Every
are
time I
vacation
leave.
days.
Hey, shout out to you, Crystal. You deserve to be. Is she far, far away?
She's on the beach.
That's all that matters. Somewhere on a beach. I'm jelly. Speaking of beach, please tell me you hung out outside this weekend, minus the wind.
The wind was too crazy. You expect me to go on the boat? Like, I'm going to get whiplash.
You don't have to
with
go
that
on the
wind.
boat.
I mean, what am I going to do? My ankle
Did you
is
see
still
my
messed up.
story with my pub sub when I was standing in the traffic circle in Emerald Isle?
I saw that you were in the Emerald Isle, and I just immediately screep on by because you're in Emerald Isle and you don't hit any of us ever up.
I was just.
I saw your little thing and I went, next.
Is there anything better than good weather in a pub sub? Just standing outside, though?
Maybe hanging out with your friends that you say are your friends.
It was just me in the video, bro. Me and my pub sub. That's all I
Could have
need.
hit somebody up.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
Fabio was on the island.
I'll just do the beep. Because I said it too. So I'm going to have to put a beep in there. You guys will never know. I mean, I don't know, man. Are we going to have any more cold?
I think it's done. I mean, like
Now it's just time for
the
the
azalea
rain.
bushes are blooming. The pollen's everywhere. The cherry blossom trees are blooming. It's spring.
Does the pollen mess you up?
I mean, I'm taking 2 allergy pills in the morning and 1 singular at night.
Never messed with me ever.
I'm sorry, we're not all blessed. Apparently, did you see?
Shout out to my immune system.
It's like a yellow fog out there right now.
I did go get in my truck today to come here, and I was like, definitely got to wash off my windshield. Like,
I don't have any windshield wiper fluid right now. So I'm extremely struggling.
is your oil change good right now?
No, it's not. It's like at 5%. And my hose in the front yard doesn't work. The spigot's broken, so I can't even rinse my car off. So I just drove with yellow.
You're lucky we're doing this right now because I want to go outside and see it.
It's rough. I put it on my Snapchat.
Looks like that.
Yeah. I can barely see.
Oh.
So we're halfway there, and TK
We're
has
halfway there.
a notepad.
Hey, I'm old school because I have some questions, not any of the crazy ones, but this is one I do know applies to you since I knew it was going to be me and you. Have you watched the new Snow White?
I feel like anytime you ask a question, I'm going to go in a long spiel.
See how that's good interviewing skills.
So I love everything Disney.
Are you mad at the remake?
I'm a Disney adult. First off, let's just show that I have a Snow White tattoo.
That's commitment.
That is because my mom has the evil empress on her thigh or her calf muscle.
Generational now.
But you already made a real life Snow White.
True.
So why are we making another one? And box office sales were down.
You're going to have to talk to me like someone that doesn't watch Disney stuff because
we
I don't.
already did this. I just wish Hollywood would come up with new deals. I'm not mad to live make stuff. Like, I'm here for it. But, like, if you're going to do it, do one that hasn't been done. Cinderella's already been done multiple times. Snow White's already been done. Snow White the Huntsman's already been done with Charlize Theron. I mean, like, how do you beat her?
Did they do Pinocchio?
No, not yet.
That would be a cool one.
Maybe. They might have done a real one. Maybe it was Geppetto.
I think they
did
did.
Geppetto.
Yeah.
But they've done...
That could be, like, scary.
Well...
Didn't they make, like, a scary Pinocchio?
They made a scary Winnie the Pooh, so Disney's copyright for some of these characters have expired.
So you could just do
people
whatever.
are doing some horror films with Winnie the Pooh, like Christopher left the village, grew up and went to college and had a family and came back to visit, and they all went feral.
Oh, so they're like animals.
They're animals now, and like it's not pretty.
Kind of scary.
But I heard my friend went and saw the new Snow White, and she said she was bopping her little feet to the music, and she had a great time. And I'm not very hard to please when it comes to movies, but I'm not going to the movie theater to see it. I might wait till Disney Plus.
So definitely not going to the theater though.
I personally am not. I'm not wasting. I'm not wasting, but I'm not spending.
What if beep wanted to take you to see it?
I would go.
I wouldn't know one song. So, I mean,
I call myself Snow White because all the animals love me.
really?
I have a little picture of me. My mom sewed me a little Snow White outfit. Snow White's very close, very dear to my heart.
Man, my favorite, I wouldn't say favorite, but the one that made the biggest impact on me, sad Fox and the Hound.
There's a real life adaptation
There's
of that
no
one.
way I could
I'm
watch
not
that right
watching
now.
it. I could not watch it.
I would be in shambles.
If it involves an animal, I've never seen Old Yeller. I've never seen
Terrible.
Marley
It's
and I.
in a good way.
I'm
It's
never
so
watching
bad.
them.
It's so bad.
No, I refuse. I refuse.
I'm not okay with this. So you've been doing some content, huh? You've been
I'm
getting your
trying.
own-
I'm trying to do some content.
Shout yourself out.
At that EST girl.
It's already her social media anyway. What?
Well,
So like,
I mean, I'm just trying to, like you say, branding is to keep it consistent. So if all my stuff's ENC girl, then
what are you going to talk about?
so
Can I come on an episode?
Yes, I already have questions lined up for you. I'm already weeks ahead.
Let's go.
I already got people lined up for like a month, so
Bet.
we'll save you for a little bit later down the road.
Dang.
Yeah.
I wanted to be the pilot episode.
No, the first episode is just an intro, but the real episode's next week, and I bring Aaron Flaherty in.
Okay. No, it's
And it was
actually
a
pretty good.
solid conversation.
That's what's up.
Solid conversation. So the first one is just really super basic. It's just me talking to myself, basically. But the first interview guest is a solid conversation, in my opinion.
That's what's up. Well, he's doing big things around here.
Yeah, and then I have Justin from the Nightmare Factory coming in. I have UG lined up from the guy that trained me in my MMA fight. So I'm working
Don't
on
mess
some
with Mica.
things.
I'm telling you right now, she's trained up.
Because I'm just so broken and gimp too.
I will hit me up and I'll tell you the weak areas to go for if she comes at you. I'm just saying. So I was reading this thing earlier today. It was like partly show prep, but also this website that I look at from time to time with like crazy people problems. Like, what's something like in your house right now? Like, I don't know if it would be like your books. Like, are you a big shoes person? We can't go off these, but are you like?
I mean, I used to be, but
Yeah.
I think ever since the accident, learning how to rewalk, my heel collection
Well,
has
yeah.
gone immensely down.
What's something that you collect that's like important to you?
I'm a collector. First off, I'm a hoarder. So plants, books. And then
Okay,
I went through
I
a
can-
Ray Dunn phase, but
All
I'm
right.
selling it. So if anyone wants to buy some Ray Dunn,
I could like adapt the advice column thing to plants. So say like you had a mother-in-law, right? And you had a kid. It's a lot, right? A lot in one go. And you go out of town and your mother-in-law is watching your kid, right?
yeah.
And you're like, all right, please, just one thing. Don't let the kid go into my nursery room. He's not allowed. Can't go in there.
Okay.
You get home.
And all my plants are dead?
I'm not going to say all of them, but there's like leaves plucked off and stuff's messed up. And you confront your mother-in-law about it. And she was like, I was watching him for most of the time, but I got sidetracked looking at my phone and I went in there and this happened. What do you do? Are you going crazy?
I'm a little bit mad just thinking about it. Like my chest just got tight.
Is there forgiveness possible?
There's forgiveness, but like, do you understand that? Like I spent $40 on one plant.
But if she straight up admitted that she was like carelessly not paying attention though on her phone, I mean, what else could have happened?
What if like my animals went in there and ate a poisonous plant and one died? Like, I mean, it's a real. I'd be mad.
So the actual article,
I'd be mad.
the actual article was the lady's shoes got colored on with permanent markers, like her expensive like red bottom heels and like all that, like super nice shoes.
That is a Sex and the City show. It's an episode. Like someone took Carrie's shoes at a baby shower and she's like, I need them to be replaced. Like you have to show up. And the lady's like, well, how much were they? $400. You're telling me you let my kid ruin my Louis Vuittons?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
How sorry are you?
we're
really?
good, right?
No.
If you pay me back, if you get paid back,
I mean, yeah.
you
I
can
mean,
replace them.
But at the same time, it's family. So what are you going to do? I don't know.
Well, people already have like the whole stigma about the in-law thing anyway.
Well, you already know
I'm cool
that.
with mine.
I had a past future in-law that I just was just too much. And
Mika's over here got PTSD thinking
little
about
bit.
these scenarios.
And I didn't even go down the aisle.
I mean, it's crazy. I've seen people that we know like have serious beef with their in-laws, and I'm like, oh my God.
And it's bad because there is good in-laws out there. I mean, I think all of our families have issues. All of our family has little quirks and problems, but it's just communication is key. But sometimes blood isn't always thicker than water.
Not when you get in your $400 shoes drawn on. Bruh.
What if someone did that to one of your J's or something like that?
Or like kicked my golf clubs over
I was
and
about to
broke
say
all
your
my
golf
stuff
clubs.
or something. Like, I don't know, man. You can ask beep.
Fabio?
I'm very particular about my stuff. I would probably just hide it before I left in a crazy spot.
But why would you have to hide your stuff if
That's
it's someone
true.
you trusting in your house?
That's true. You're right. I don't know. I would be pissed. I would be so mad. I'd be mad. The scenario, the funny thing is, it probably wouldn't be my in-laws. It'd probably just be like my actual mom.
Well, I mean, if I'm going out of town in May for a week and I'm totally relying on my besties to come to my house, so
Well, you don't have kids.
I have animals.
Well, you have kids.
I mean, like I came home one day and it wasn't a friend, it was a family member came into my house to let the dog out, and I came home and the back door was open.
I know who that is.
Instant rage comes through when I see that my
there was
back
a phone
door
call
is.
shortly after.
I just said whatever and
Because
moved
you
on.
already knew.
Already knew.
So what's up in the world of Mica? I know you said that you've been reading, but are you like reading something? Are you watching something? Are you doing both? What are you on right now?
I have an audiobook. I have a tandem read going, and then I'm actually looking for something new to binge on TV because I'm tapped out. I don't have anything to watch currently. My friend wants me to watch Ted Lasso.
So many people have been telling me to watch it.
I
heard it's excellent.
Oh, I have a question.
And Tulsa King.
I mean, it's on Apple TV, so she's gonna give me her password, but
I heard it's good. That's all I know, though.
that's all I know.
I'm scared to commit.
I actually saw something interesting for you today.
What?
A People magazine article came out, and it's talking about how the anniversary of The Office is coming up.
Oh, God.
And they are saying that a certain character in that show is the biggest villain of all of the show. And I want to see if you can guess who they thought it was.
You know who it is?
I know. Well, I read the article, but who do you think they said was the biggest villain?
Villain?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know. Villain.
They said it was Pam.
I wouldn't have gone on with that. I wouldn't even know who I would consider a villain.
Well, they're saying that Pam's, I would say Michael's Jan would be the villain.
I was going to say Jan is the villain.
But they were saying Pam's the villain because her and Jim broke up 2 relationships. There was a lot of times that like she like would ignore Jim and then try to get. I don't believe that. Like I'm Jim and Pam ride or die.
I'm not buying that.
It's like a big article on People magazine right now.
I'm going to have to read that because Pam, we love you.
Maybe Angela could be a villain, but not even.
What's crazy is like all the coldest people in the office actually have a lot of love in their hearts. Even Jan, she secretly loved Michael, but he was just way too much.
I don't buy that.
You gotta rewatch it, man.
It's been a minute.
Hidden in there, dude.
It's been
hidden.
a minute.
You need to check out Abbott Elementary. Have you ever watched that?
No.
Dude, watch it. It is hilarious. It's so funny. It's kind of like late. You know what it is, though, right?
I've heard of it, yeah.
So it's like the same style and almost some of the same storylines as The Office.
Mm-hmm.
We were watching it the other day, and I'm like, this is like The Office, but like newer topics.
I just finished binging What We Do in the Shadows. Have you ever watched that?
I think I heard of it.
So
but
it's basically vampires meets The Office.
Oh.
It is such
on
dry
HBO
humor,
Max?
fourth wall. No, it's on Hulu and Disney.
Damn, I'll have to check
They
that out.
just finished the final season, and they talk to the camera. It's like a documentary filming what the vampires do in the dark.
Oh, I definitely will check that out.
It's so funny.
I wanna
It's
see
so
that.
funny.
So, funny thing, you said audiobook. I'm 3 audiobooks deep right now in the past month.
What audiobook are you listening to?
It's like some fiction story. And we're not even going to go into that. It's super crazy. Somebody in my bowling league put me onto it.
What is it?
It's called Casca.
Okay.
It's just some crazy series. There's like 20 books in the series.
What is it about?
It's about
20 books.
Well, they're all like super thin. Like they're
Oh.
just stories. It's about the dude who stabbed Jesus on the cross and he got like cursed to live forever. So it like a bunch of books about like his times living. Anyway, I was listening to it on audiobook, not reading it.
Mhm.
Is listening to an audiobook as like mentally beneficial as actually reading it? Because I've been wondering this.
I know some people that do both at the same time.
Like follow along with it.
Yes. I don't know. For me, I talk about this in my podcast. It's hard for me to sit still and read. Even though my mind is occupied with the book, I can't sit still to save my life.
For real, same.
So when I'm listening to an audiobook, I can clean, I can cook, I can go do yard work. But my audiobook and your audiobook
Are way different, I'm sure.
different.
Yeah.
I'm listening. I've already read A Court of Silver Flames, but I'm listening to it now. And I'm telling you right now, if I was to get you to listen to it, I don't think you'd be able to handle it.
It matters whose voice is like telling a story. 100%.
Well, have you ever heard of graphic audio? So graphic audio hires actors to genuinely act out these parts, and there's sound effects, there's background noise. Like, it's not just dry reading. They are a full cinematic in your head, but doing in the books.
I've never heard of anything like that.
It's super, super, super cool.
But like after I finished the third book, I was like, is this the same benefit as reading
How are you listening to it?
on Spotify?
Does it not make you mad that you run out of minutes to listen to a dang book?
No, I got unlimited.
I have premium unlimited too. Like, you're going to hit a limit and you run out. Like, you're only allowed to listen to an audiobook for X amount of minutes per month, and then it renews.
Oh,
But
then I'm screwed.
You can listen to all the songs you want. You can listen to all the podcasts you want. But you have a certain amount of minutes per month you can listen to audiobooks.
Well, like I said, like the books are only like that thin, so I must have not run into it yet.
So
I'm going to be super mad when that happens.
I was listening to it. It cuts out right in the middle of a big dirty scene.
Wow.
Like,
More minutes.
I know, I'm not paying extra for more minutes.
Do they give you the option to pay more, though?
Yes. It's 30 minutes is like $15.
Dang. That's crucial.
Crucial. So, which means you can't even finish a full book, really. Because now I have to wait until the end of March
Do you
to
have
go
a Kindle?
back. No.
Have you ever had one?
My friend does, but she says that
You got to buy more stuff with those too, right? Like,
I don't know.
I'm pretty sure you have to like buy the books
I
inside
don't think
of the
Audible
Kindle.
is unlimited either.
It's a scam. They don't want us to get smarter.
I just don't understand. How can I listen to music 24/7 on Spotify, but I can't listen to a book?
They don't want us to get smarter, dude.
I pay for some of these books on Spotify.
And you still can't listen to
I
them?
still can't fully
Oh,
listen
that's
to them.
insane. I'm gonna have to find a different platform.
There's not. Audible, you have to pay, and Spotify. Where else do you go?
Well, I'm gonna get my buddy that put me onto these books to bring me the paperbacks again. Tell me if this is messed up. He did bring me the paperback of the first book, and I was like, all right, man, yeah, I'm gonna read it. And then I just looked it up and listened to it. Is that messed up? And then I brought the book back, and I was like, this was
No.
awesome, man. It was a great book.
It's just to each their own. You know what I mean?
I just don't have the
like you
attention
said,
span.
we can't sit still.
Yeah, dude, it's too much, man. Well, we're halfway there. What's the plans for this weekend?
I'm trying to think what this weekend is.
I got to go to Beulahville, Duplin Armory. Catch me out there 1 to 3.
Yep. I have to go to National Dodge, Chrysler Jeep Ram in Jacksonville from 11 to 1.
Who's more likely to buy something new, me or you?
You?
I want to buy a pistol, man. When I go to these gun places, I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to spend money.
I don't have money to spend. I mean, I love National Dodge because I love Jerome, Pete, the sales reps are all super friendly and
shout
nice
out to National
there.
Dodge, bro.
But yeah, nah, you be more likely to spend money than me.
Guns are expensive.
I mean, so is a Wrangler.
Yeah, true. We all have wants.
Other than work, what are you doing outside this weekend?
It is one of our friends' birthdays. This past month and a half.
You've been hanging out with a lot of friends that aren't me.
Friend group is Pisces, I guess. And it's my Nina's birthday too.
Your Nina's. I was trying to see what's on even. Yeah, it's the end of the month. 7 days until April Fool's Day.
I'm not coming in.
I said that on air today.
I'm not coming in. I'm not risking it. I'm not risking it. Because I already know. Remember when you and Crystal tried to get me to walk through the saran wrap?
Yeah.
Fail, by the way. You cannot catch me slipping on something that simple.
I can figure out a way to get you.
So I'm definitely, you hear it now. I am not, I'm going to take a week off. just to get out of it.
whole
Just to get away
week?
from it. No, I'm playing. I don't even have a week to take.
I figured. I was about to say, you about tapped already.
I'm done for, man. What about you?
I don't know.
It's time to get into outside plant mama mode.
I did plant some bulbs over the last weekend.
Oh, snap. Friday. Make sure y'all check out my show at 7 p.m. on the radio. Talking to Red Farron. That was a cool conversation, actually.
Have you listened to his stuff before?
Yeah.
I mean, he's pretty dope.
I listened. I had heard his other old number 7, but then he has Some City Somewhere that came out, and it was like, I listened to that because I was like, oh, I'm going to be talking to him. I wanted to get in the zone, and I was like, dude, he's like different in a good way.
Yeah, when Crystal added that first song and I was loading it in, I was like, whoa.
Yeah, the Just Like Johnny is super.
I was
dope.
like, this is fire.
Yeah, so he's about to go on tour with Old Dominion and Ernest.
Solid lineup.
Yes. So,
Solid lineup.
7 p.m. First thing on the bat on my show.
Since we're talking about concerts real fast, it's March and I haven't been to a single show yet, and all these shows are being announced. Is there anyone that you specifically like? If you had to pick anyone to go see this year, like that's already been announced, that'd be a fire show. Or have you even been paying attention?
I have, but I would go back to Brooks and Dunn again.
I get the next Brooks and Dunn. Sorry.
I'm just saying that's what I would want to go to. Everything else is I would just go take as it comes.
Dirk Bentley and Zach Top going to be in Raleigh. I think that would be a fire show. I think that would be a super fire show.
Have you been looking at the bracket online for hottest new male country artist? They're doing
but
like
Riley Green's going to win.
They're doing like a March Madness style bracket, but it's like of the dudes. It's kind of funny.
Is Riley Green on it? Because he's going to win.
I'm pretty sure. Probably.
He's a walking red flag. He said that himself, and all these ladies are just constantly.
When we get off of this, I'm going to show it to you. It's actually kind of funny.
Okay.
We're halfway there, gang. Crystal, we miss you so much. Mica didn't say it.
I text her more than you.
All right, y'all. Peace.
Bye. Ooh, unorganized today.
I don't care.
What do you mean?